Hi, Leslie. So I am cruising on my rad bike on Siesta Key Beach. This is my first time in Sarasota. So this beach is in Sarasota. I actually stayed at a Rockin' Rad Star's house last night, and we ate frozen fruit for dessert. My first time ever eating frozen fruit out of the bag. And then we ninja flipped out of bed super early. She's playing at work, and her work was only 1.5 miles from this beach. And so I'm gonna make a bunch of fun videos and literally just play, work on my Florida tan, and see how far I can drive my bike on the beach. It's not that packed. It's much more elongated, the width of the beach, compared to any of the beaches I've been to in Florida so far. See, like where the shoreline is all the way to the water, that's pretty far. Normally, most of the beaches in St. Pete and Clearwater, they're not as long of sand. So, and the sand is pretty compact. So my tires, even though these aren't the original tires, my tires work well here. It's not the real fine, soft sand. It's just really compact. So I can get going pretty fast on here too. So it's a lot of fun. And look how far I can go. See? All the way down there. And when I first started riding my bike on the beach, I kind of felt like an a-hole. Because it's like, who's that douchey dude on a bike? You know, because everybody's walking or riding, or walking or running. And I'm on this bike, but then I saw a couple other ninjas on their bike too. So I guess it's kind of common, but you can really, go a long ways. And then, you can ride your bike off the beach. Then you can go like into town, recharge your bike. Woo! Recharge your bike, go get something to drink. And so it's just a different experience. It's like having a bike. I've had rad bikes now. I started riding bikes about 2 years ago, and that changed my life. But when you can ride your bike on the beach, it's like you can go so many different places on a bike than you can in a vehicle or on foot. And you can go so many different places so quickly. Like yesterday, I ninja flipped 27 miles on my bike to St. Pete. And then my Rockin' Rad Star, our Rockin' Rad Star. I don't like to use Rockin' Rad Star's name because a lot of times I like to remain anonymous. But this is the second time we've chilled, and we played Scrabble for maybe 20 minutes. And I love Scrabble, but I actually got bored of playing Scrabble because when you're at the beach, ain't no one got time for Scrabble. You're at the beach. So ninja flipped 27 miles, and then what happened? We went to the beach, and then we rode around. We did something else. It seems like one long day. That's another thing. When you're at the beach, days like combined. Like it's Wednesday, I still thought it was Tuesday. Like I might stay another day, I don't know. And what's really cool, y'all, check this out. If you have an off-grid stealth rad van with a rad bike on the back of it, like you could live anywhere you want. Like look, this could be my backyard. Just pull up. Well, here's one thing. Florida will get you for toll roads and parking. Like yesterday, St. Pete's parking was $3.75 an hour. And you can only pay 1 hour at a time or 4 hours. So they don't let you pay 2 or 3. So it's $3.75 because they think you're gonna forget for the hour, and there's a lot of coppers out there. So and the ticket is $80. So in Florida, all these toll roads and bridges and parking, it does add up. But there are apps out there, like for example in Dunedin, I found a place right underneath a beautiful live oak tree. And it's like the perfect place to chill. And you could park your van there for $5 a day. And you can take your bike off, and you have access to like 40 miles of Pinellas Trail. You can go to the Dunedin. You can ninja flip over the Clearwater Beach, which is like ranked number 1 or 2 in the world. Over this bridge takes two miles, so it's like 15 minutes. So it's like you feel like you're in forever vacation. And then after this you can go to the Grand Canyon, and then after that you can go to New York. So I'm telling you, the off-grid living, the van life living, and I haven't really even got to experience it yet, but I'm definitely putting things in motion, and I'm troubleshooting and playing and seeing, you know, what works for me and what doesn't work for me. But after I get an optimal reset, maybe you can still call me houseless or homeless, but I'll have a rad van on wheels with a rad bike and a shower. A Rockin' Rad Star gifted me a shower for my van. It's called a rinse kit. So I'm getting that, and I got a stun gun too. I don't have it yet, so I'm actually gonna stun gun myself. One of my very first viral videos before I was even into social media in 2007, as a golf pro, some of my cart guys said, hey, we have this 50,000 volt taser, do you wanna try it? I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna hurt me, And I got tased, so I know what it's like to get tased, and I uploaded that and it went viral, but I don't know the difference between a stun gun. And I got bear mace, and it comes in like this fire extinguisher kit. And so if it works on a bear, it should probably work on a human that is up to no good. So I'm gonna keep that underneath my passenger seat. I'm probably gonna carry my stun gun on my rad belt. You know what I'm saying? So here, check it out. Look how far I've already gone already, right? And then look at my basket, check out my basket, boom. So you could have, you know, basically in van life, you basically gift or donate 99.9% of what you own, and then you keep what serves you on a daily basis. And then you add things that you think that you need on a daily basis, and everything is compact. So I could have like a nice little tent on the back right here. I can have an igloo cooler. I can have solar panels and a charger to charge my bike. So I could go like 120 miles on my bike, you know, and then I could camp on the beach. Like one of the Rockin' Rad Stars, we went paddling and kayaking to an island, it's called Mangrove. It's an island of bushes. So there's no sand and it's all shaded. So you can kayak over there. You could set up camp. Like, yeah, you might be houseless or homeless, but in my opinion, you're living like a billion times more plentiful life than just staying in between those walls with the blacked out curtains, you know, and you're getting that vitamin D, and you know, you get to meet new people. Like I went to breakfast today and met some really nice people today, and I would have never met those nice people, and those could become, you know, blossoming friendships. And so, you know, with somebody that suffers from PTSD and anxiety and depression, you know, this lifestyle is very beneficial to my health because it lets me test myself. It lets me put myself out there. It lets me play. And when you play and you're being your true authentic self, and you're letting that inner child play, and you're not letting all those mind games and head games that really sometimes aren't even true, at least for me, and you're literally just playing. Well, people see you playing and they might sense a good vibe, and then, you know, you might, you know, strike like a common interest, and then all of a sudden you made like 4 friends that day. So I'm having a ton of fun, y'all. Hi, Susan. Hi, Matt. Hi, Ashley. I'm wearing Ashley and her partner Joe gifted me a pair of Rad Vans 6 months ago at the homeless shelter, and look it, I'm wearing those Rad Vans. So look, Ashley, thank you so much for the gift, and I'm wearing the Rad Vans. So I consider those Vans a necessity, a tool, an ingredient to my life recipe. And so what I did is I gifted and beforehand, I gifted like 40 pairs of my shoes, dress shoes, boots, Docs, all the shoes, Timberlands that I didn't use, and I gifted them to homeless people like 3-4 months before I even crashed into Ashley at the garden at the homeless shelter. So her gift of kindness, Joe's gift of kindness, now carries with me, and that's an ingredient that I'm using. And I have one more pair of shoes, and they're called, they're like the toe shoes, where each individual toe has like a little play pocket. So they're like socks on steroids. And so I'm using those when I go hiking and when I go running, and it really opens up my feet. And it's so much better. I had 40 pairs of shoes. Why did I have 40 pairs of shoes? I wasn't wearing them. I was collecting them, so I gifted them, and then the gift of karma returned it. I met a rad friend, Ashley, and if you guys don't follow Ashley, I think her last name is Ashley Nicole, and she does hula hooping. Like she's a hula hoop goddess, and she does Instagram videos. And I think I don't know if I've seen a lot of hula hoopers have the neon light ones. I want to get one of those. So a hula hoop is definitely going to be an ingredient in my van, because one thing that I decided I'm going to do, I really feel like if you put, 2 to 5 to 10,000 hours in something that you enjoy doing, you can, become a quote unquote expert. And I want to become an expert at dancing. And so I'm really going to focus, once I have my van and I'm full time in the van life and I have my house as a fort, I want to take dance lessons, salsa dance lessons, the trending dances that you see on TikTok. And I'm going to do that for like a year. And then after that, I want to really explore hula hooping. And so these are things that, and then I want to do jujitsu. So these are things that in the back of my mind, I've always wanted to do. Maybe I was intimidated. Maybe I had a bad week. Maybe I'm in a really toxic relationship. Maybe I'm stressing out about money. And so those negative vibes, kind of put the candle out on things that maybe you wanted to do as a child or as a kid, or maybe as an adult. And why not do those things? Because, those are what makes me happy. So I'm going to start dancing. I'm going to start hula hooping, and I'm going to start rolling on jujitsu mats. And so I've allowed myself to explore these new hobbies or things that make me happy because of all of the work and all of the decisions that I've made. So y'all should friend and follow Ashley Nicole. I believe she lives close to Clearwater. So yeah, check this out. So look, I'm going all the way down. I think this is a 7-mile stretch. I might be making that up and I'm full of caca, but on the GPS. And see, look how long that is. Like, that's a lot of sand there. Boom. Like, look how far I've driven. Boom. So, I have room for, you can't, they rent kayaks and they rent paddleboards, but on a bike setup, they have inflatable paddleboards. They're like $1,000. I don't think I would like to paddleboard on this type of surf though. But what I would like to do is you can do the bodyboarding, which is really, really cool. So it's getting a little bumpy here and it's getting a little crowded. So every day, y'all, when I'm, playing around planet Earth, I'm going to share the experience with you. And so hopefully these videos make you smile. I love you all. Keep it raw. Stay rad. What?